Back in early March, at the start of the Russian invasion of Ukraine, I did a story called Could Putin Be Terminally Ill? And the story, it garnered great interest, about 250,000 views on YouTube, another similar number on Facebook. And as I said at the time, it was a speculative story. We're trying to make sense of an invasion that appears to make no sense. Vladimir Putin's face was pudgy. Could he be on steroids for some medical condition? Could it be a reason for rambling and aggression? And many of you agreed, yeah, I mean, maybe it is, but it remained quite speculative. There is now much more pressing speculation about Putin's illness after a new video of Vladimir Putin has been released. We have this video, which we're putting up on the screen. This was a meeting that Putin had with his defense minister, Sergei Shoigu. And in the video, Putin is visibly gripping the table in front of him, apparently for support. He looks pale. He looks bloated, even more bloated than he previously looked. And he grips the table for basically the entire 12-minute video that was released by the Kremlin. And the idea is that he's gripping it to avoid some kind of tremor or shaking from being visible. But he's doing this with his right hand. If you look at his left hand in the video, it is very shaky and moving around in what some are describing as a kind of unusual way. It doesn't seem deliberate. Putin's kind of hunched back on the seat back, and he's regularly tapping his toes in a way which it might just be a tic. It could be indicative of something Parkinsonian. It could be a side effect from a medication. Professor Eric Busey, who's a body language expert from Texas Tech University, said the face looks clearly bloated and that there's a general unhealthy appearance. And meanwhile, the unconfirmed rumors about Putin being in treatment for cancer continued to be published by various media outlets. They are not confirmed, but it's hard to argue at this point that Putin seems healthy. Now, the Kremlin has denied allegations that Putin's health is a problem, but the speculation has included prostate cancer, thyroid cancer, Parkinson's or something Parkinsonian. Tardive dyskinesia is usually a side effect of medication. Wouldn't tell us the underlying situation, but it's something else that's being mentioned. Now, why does this matter? Well, it matters because circumstantially, this relates to the invasion of Ukraine, in that if Putin were very ill, if Putin were terminally ill, it almost would be more sensible that he might be trying to go out in a blaze of erratic aggression meant to reconstitute the Soviet Union and being seen as a martyr for Mother Russia. And as crazy as that sounds, it makes more sense than just like he decided to invade Ukraine. I mean, it makes no sense in thinking in a logical way. Now, this is one of those, it's a low probability but high risk event. If this is really what's going on, if this is an erratic, unhinged Putin on his last leg as far as his life goes, not his political life, and he thinks, hey, I'm going to die soon, what's the downside to using nukes if that's the state of mind that he's in? And again, this is speculative, but it is fueling the conversation again about, is anybody thinking of an assassination attempt? And as I've said before, when we talk about intelligence for high-level Western countries, they are supposed to present all options. And so without saying anybody's thinking of assassinating Putin, it is without a doubt that when intelligence heads sit down with heads of state, they give every option. And so it is almost a certainty that could it even be done when it comes to assassinating Putin has been discussed. When we say all options are presented, they present all options. So newfound questions about Vladimir Putin's health. He doesn't look good. Will we ever really know the truth? I have absolutely no idea. Do you know the fastest growing crime in the United States? For years, the rate of this crime has been surging. The crime is identity theft, and it happens way more often than you might think. It's happened to me. I've talked about this on the show before, and it can be really bad sometimes. You get a text that your email password has been changed, your bank calls about unusual activity, your PayPal account is getting drained, and it can happen very, very quickly. To keep my accounts protected, I use Aura, our sponsor. Aura is identity theft protection, fraud monitoring, and password management all wrapped into one. Aura monitors the dark web for your information. They monitor your credit card. They monitor your bank accounts. My subscription to Aura gives me peace of mind, protects my devices. It protects all of my different accounts, and I can monitor everything in one place on the app. If I get attacked, Aura actually takes action to prevent and resolve the issues in real time. And Aura is letting my audience try it completely free for 14 days. Go to aura.com/Pacman. The link is down below.